Hello, my dear friends. I hope you're having a great day, and if not, then I hope that watching this video will make it a little better. I'm very happy because the sun is shining, and I am planning on going to my favorite ice cream store right after I finish this voiceover. So I'm gonna try and do another one take, so I'll be there quicker. This is my first ever apartment, so I was a tiny bit anxious, I guess, about building this because I usually feel that the exterior makes a lot of my builds and kind of sets the mood and the tone, and yeah, it's usually special in some way and kind of, I don't know, lets me know how I want to do the interior, and then everything kind of fits together like a puzzle, and I usually have some kind of vision for the interior when I do the exterior. So this was quite the new experience to me, but then I started building this bedroom that you are seeing on screen right now, and I loved it so much. And then I felt really inspired to do the rest, and I sometimes just kind of went back and looked at this bedroom again to find my aesthetic that I wanted for this place, and that was really fun. Not too sure whose bedroom or what purpose this bedroom specifically serves, because this place has 3 bedrooms, which is a lot for me. So there's a primary bedroom that has an ensuite, and then another bedroom which is a guest bedroom. It definitely gives off guest bedroom vibes, and that one also has an ensuite. And then this one, as you can see right now, has a bathroom right next to it, but this is also just the general accessible by everyone type of bathroom. So yeah, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and this bedroom that you saw could either be just another guest bedroom, which is kind of a crazy thing to have. I think 2 guest bedrooms and then just 1 primary bedroom. That's a little funky, but would work, I guess. Or it could just be for somebody who lives here, who is part of the family. I know I always say it might be a teenager, it's just that this room feels kind of personal somehow. I don't know. So I thought a teenager would make sense, and I would have loved this design as a teenager. But yeah, that's just my little ideas, the thoughts I had when building this. I didn't care too much. I just wanted to have this bedroom in there because I really enjoyed it. So if you're wondering why I'm suddenly doing an apartment, this is another build that was inspired by a Patreon poll. So I think I said that in my last video that I did another poll, or I was gonna do another poll for this month just to kind of figure out what you want to see, and I just love this very purposeful feeling of building something that has been requested in quotation marks, because this hasn't really been requested, has it? It's just me giving you guys options, and then you get to decide on those. So yeah, but I was really surprised about this. The options were an apartment, which won, obviously, then another townhouse, something Parisian or / Haussmannian, a warehouse conversion, or something CC free. Those were the options, and I was really surprised to find that it was the apartment. I only put that option in there because the other day, not really, the other week, might even be month, I don't know, somebody wrote a comment under one of my YouTube videos that they would like to see an apartment. So I put that option there to see if other people would want that as well. I don't think I would have had that idea, or I mean, the idea, yes, but have the impulse to do that myself, because I feel like apartments are kind of restrictive with the windows and stuff. I think this apartment is quite fine. The windows are nice. I just don't want to look at them from the outside. I don't know why they have to be so incredibly blue tinted. Don't like it. But yeah, this is, we get to look at this from the inside anyways. So yeah, that option 1. And I was planning on doing that sometime this month, but then one of my patrons, Bailey, which you might recognize from the title of this apartment, the name, not the title of the video, the name of the apartment, has asked me to build a specific apartment in the Landgraab tower. So that's what I've done. That's what this is, which kind of made this even more of a challenge, because if I had just chosen any place, any apartment to do, then I definitely would have done that trick that I would have stolen from Harry, where she puts in fake walls in between the windows and the rest of the apartment to put her own windows, because some of those windows in the apartments are truly atrocious. But yeah, I figured this would kind of work, and this is also a little bit of a different style than I would have done if I would have done it the way I originally planned. So I definitely would have gone more of the historical apartment route with really old windows and that kind of thing, kind of like a lot of the things I usually build. So this was a little out of my comfort zone, but really fun, and I really fell in love with it kind of during the end. During building, I was a little, oh, is this good? Is this really good? But then I fell more and more in love with it, and the more I looked at it, the more I really liked it. So I hope you like it too. It's so sunny. That's kind of everything I need from my windows, is that they let a lot of sun in, and they definitely do. And then this is also very luxurious, because the next thing I'm gonna put in this build is a jacuzzi, a hot tub, on the fucking balcony. Oh my god, I swear. Well, I've decided to not cut that out because I'm not monetizing these videos anyway, so who cares? Yeah, that's just a very impressive thing to have, a hot tub on the balcony, and so much fun. Imagine living in this place. I would probably be a little scared to fall right over that tiny little fence, because I'm very scared of heights, and actually that's just reasonable to not want to fall over there. But yeah, I don't think I could stay away from this hot tub anyways, because that's just way too cool. Honestly, imagine the parties you could host in this apartment. Oh boy. You can probably tell, but this uses a lot of custom content, as always. Custom content by Harry and Felix Andre only. And I built this right after the new collab, or I guess the second part of the new collab came out, and I was very excited to use it. It doesn't really fit the style I was going for, so you will not see any major furniture pieces, because this is not a very country, organic, wooden type of home, obviously. But those curtains you've seen me use already, and they are so good. They're so good. I got incredibly excited when I saw this. I might have screamed a little. Yeah, the curtains you're gonna see me use everywhere. They're just perfect. The new rug is also especially nice. I always need new rugs. Very grateful for that. And what I would have loved to see is a floor lamp. I really need floor lamps in my life, and then beds. I've said this a lot lately, but I just need, please give me new bedding and new beds. But apart from that, I am very much looking forward to building a little more with that pack, so the organic collaboration. I also really want to use those windows a little more. Don't feel like I've done that enough yet. While we're at it, this is this kind of custom double story bookcase that I've built for this place. I'd been using lots of Felix Andre's Patreon exclusive content anyway, so I thought this metal shelf that came with Florence would be perfect for the kind of aesthetic of this bookcase. Having this in metal really made this special, if you ask me. And I did my little letter trick again that I figured out in the seaside cupola build. I have to say I'm a little proud of myself for that. It just gives it that a little more realistic look. No, the letter doesn't even extend to the top part, but I like it. It has lots of character, I think, and just adds that little touch that you sometimes need for something to look just right. And I had so much fun cluttering this bookcase up, and this is gonna take a while. Get ready, because I really did that for all of the shelves. And I really enjoyed doing it, and it should be usable as well. I just wouldn't try to get your sim up that ladder because there's nothing for them to really step on up there. But I would also be really excited about a CC ladder. I think I've also said that a few times, because it'd be really cool if that actually reached the top part, and then it could also look just a tiny bit cuter, although it really fit this specific style. So I'm not gonna complain. Really happy with how this all came out. So I'm guessing the sims that you put in here do like to read. Maybe they're even writers. That'd be kind of a cool place for a writer, I think. Also with that really big home office area that is right at the top of the stairs. Yeah, I would definitely see creative people living here. I say that in every single one of my speeples, and it's always true. I don't even know why I need to clarify that. I probably don't. I just realized I forgot to put an easel in here. No major things I forgot for this apartment though. It has all the toilets and all the sinks and all the fridges, so that's an accomplishment. And I guess you could put an easel in here yourself if you wanted to, but this would also be very cute for a painter. Maybe a painter who paints clouds. That'd be so. I love clouds. And I thought, regarding the name, I think Cloudhome sounds so lovely, and also, I mean, it makes sense because you would probably see lots of clouds this high up. I saw a video the other day where somebody filmed an apartment tour of their place somewhere way up high. I think it was downtown LA, and it was the 40th story or something, and it was a cloudy day, and it literally looked as if they lived in a cloud at all times. Because you looked out the windows and there was just cloud all around. And that was really cool. So that kind of inspired me to this name. And then also there is lots of whites and soft light, soft materials. It feels very floaty, I think, this whole place. Floaty is a great word. It feels kind of floating. Very happy with that name. Sometimes I have a hard time coming up with a good name, and I don't even know why it is so important to me. I think I like it being recognizable, so I think I'd be a little annoyed and confused if everything was just, I don't know, called the lot that it is supposed to be placed on, or is just, this is an apartment for a writer, or this is a house for a big family, or this is a tiny house for a single mother or something. It's probably very smart to have them at least be a little descriptive, which is what I try to do usually with the second word of the name. So cabin or manor or townhouse or something, so you at least know a little of what to expect. But and also it should be findable if you're searching for a specific style or type of house, then you should be able to find it. I definitely want to make sure of that. But the character of those places is really important to me, and I think a name just adds a lot of character and shows that what am I trying to say? I guess giving things names shows your appreciation of them and makes them special and unique. So that's why I like to give them these names. So I'm sorry if it's a little annoying if you don't know what you're getting into clicking on a video. If you're looking for something specific, then I guess you sometimes don't really know in advance what you're gonna get. But for instance, last week's build, the Comeback Hideaway, I thought was a very clever name. I can't take credit for that. I did not come up with it, my friend did. But I thought that was so clever because the word comeback on one hand signaled this kind of homely feeling that I wanted this to have, and then hideaway also implied the secluded location, and comeback also makes sense if you think about it being this abandoned building that has then been given new life with a new interior and it just being remade structurally, and it basically coming back a little different, but it's still, well, the character is still there. So yeah, I thought that was very clever. And now you know I don't always come up with these on my own. But let me talk about this apartment a tiny bit more. If you're not too familiar with the living room, then you might not know that what I've just placed there is a TV. So it is supposed to be the equivalent of the Samsung frame, which is so epic. And until I have it, your Sims can have it. Which is also, it goes really well with the style of this apartment. Which, by the way, I would describe as sophisticated but playful. So you see me placing this little spring white here, and is that some pop culture thing, or why do I associate clouds so much with swings? Or swings so much with clouds? Not that I knew of the name I was gonna give this place when I built it, but in hindsight, it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I've tried to put in a few of those things. I think the double-story bookcase might also kind of count towards that. And then also this bathroom, which is my favorite bathroom. This view, I don't think anyone could ever get me out of here. Those very calm, serene vibes of having lots of flowing water around, and then this view, and then this swing and this bathtub, and I just want to spend a whole month in this bathroom. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm chewing your ear off with how much I like my own design again. Oh, how come I haven't talked about this yet? I keep thinking about it. If you don't follow me or Harry on Tumblr, or you haven't been there lately, then you will have missed that Harry herself reblogged a post of mine and commented, and I quote from my memory, so I hope I'm truly quoting, but I'm gonna say I quote. She said, "Quickly becoming one of my new favorite builders," which left me screaming in my office. That's just so cool. That's so kind of her, and I've been really riding this high. That's just the biggest compliment. I admire her so much, and I've really only started doing this because I loved watching her so much, and I felt so inspired from watching House Peoples. That is really, really cool, especially for how short of a time span I've been doing this. So that's so much fun. I had to share that with you. This is the primary bedroom and the last room to be left to be done in this apartment. And I put the canopy bed in here that came with the Florence pack, which also I feel like gives us a very kind of heavenly, floaty feeling. And then I've also used the new sectionals that came with part 2 of the organic pack. I was never someone who desperately wanted sectionals in the game anyways. I prefer a looser style of couch, but I was surprised how much I enjoyed doing this little space and how really cool it looks in here. So I guess I'm gonna be using those more than I expected for myself, but I love to be surprised like that. It also just feels very light, and I usually feel like sectionals can be a little heavy with their feeling in a room. But I'm really looking forward to building more with these new items and seeing kind of what I can do and what it inspires me to do, and I hope you will be here for the journey. But until then, you can download this build from the gallery or from the first link in the description, which has the tray files. And I hope I did everything right uploading this apartment, because that felt really complicated to me. So please let me know if something doesn't work. And thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Have fun watching the video tour. Bye bye.
Yeah.